Hey, what's going on, everyone? The one person in class, I hope you're doing well. That's a hot mic. It's peaking. Let's go. Check 1, 2. Keep it healthy with the levels. Hello. Welcome to Cert Plus, everybody. My name is Jesse J, aka the Cosmic Cowboy, and I am on a mission to get myself certified in many aspects of cybersecurity. And I thought, hey, why not bring others along with me in a free, community-driven environment that provides a way for you to study for various exams. Right now, I'm studying for my CompTIA CySA Plus 004. I was doing 003, but you know what? They're sunsetting it here soon, and I've got some of the training material for 004, and so I thought, let's send it. So that'll be my next certification, and I thought I'd bring you along with me. Free practice questions, CompTIA level practice questions, pocket prep. We go through it all right here. I normally have a co-host on Fridays. They're not here, or I gave them the wrong link, and that's okay. And that host is Tech Ricky. Hey, Tech Ricky, I hope you're getting home safely. I hope everything's okay. And hopefully we'll see you on stream here in a bit. Let's get started. Let's make sure I didn't get a chance to test everything to the fullest. It's been a minute, by the way. Welcome back to the stream. I left town and then had work. So it's been about a week and a half since we've partied together. Oh, look, Tech Ricky's joined us. Let's make some room for him. I'm going to fix my little thing here. I'm going to do our sponsorship. We'll pay the bills, and then we'll bring out Ricky. Does that sound okay to everyone? Is there 2 people? Is there 2 Tech Rickies here? Hey, it worked. Listen, every single episode of Cert Plus is proudly sponsored by the Daily Cyber Threat Brief. It's your morning threat brief. It's live, it's daily, it's practical. Make sure you join Dr. Jerry Ogier and the rest of the Simply Cyber community with his 25 plus years of industry experience spanning across multiple sectors, as we, every weekday, 5 a.m. Pacific time, break down 8 to 10 stories of what is going on in cybersecurity. It's a great way to build community, to level up in your practice, or maybe you're trying to break in and you're trying to figure out, hey, who are the players, who are the, what are the technologies, who are the people, processes, and technologies that I need to know about. Look no further and check out Dr. Jerry Ogier and the Daily Cyber Threat Brief. All right, y'all, you've been waiting for him. He is here, coming in hot off the plane. Tech Ricky, you're going to be little when you get here, I think, though. Oh, nope. There he is. He's taking over.
Big.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
How are you?
Good. Glad it's Friday.
It's been a minute.
Yep.
Good, man. It's Friday. We haven't been together on for a week, so you and I need to catch up. We're going to do 004, I think, CySA Plus, because we're going to get those materials, and there's no reason. I haven't paid for my exam yet, so there's no reason to stay with 003. Might as well just learn the 004 stuff. We only got through Domain 2, or at least I did.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. I haven't been able to study as much as I would like.
No, me either. Or stream. We were doing the everyday stream, and then at lunch trying to do it, and I found myself like not getting a lunch break or cutting work shorter than I probably should be. I was like, okay, can't do the everyday thing. That was a bad idea. I can commit to Friday, so we're here.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right, Rick, I'm gonna get us all lined up for some questions. Boom. Let's get into it. Here's our question of the day, brought to you by Pocket Prep. Noor, a software engineer at Acme Incorporated, is tasked with ensuring a web application is developed using coding best practices to reduce the risk of XSS or cross-site scripting. Which of the following is a secure coding practice that most likely helps to prevent XSS attacks? We have A, parameterized queries, B, RSS, C, encryption, or D, input validation.
I'm going D.
I'm going D as well. Right? Because that's what we're trying to do, is sanitize that input.
Yep. And D.
It's either that or parameterized queries, because you can only put so much information as opposed to trying to That would be, I think, parameterized queries. I think more SQL attacks, like preventing SQL. Can you vibe with that?
Yeah.
I'll send it. We're right.
Yeah.
So, input validation. There are several secure coding best practices. The size of plus candidates really should be familiar with. Input validation. So they're going to talk about parameterized queries reduces the risk of SQL attacks with pre-compiled queries. You can't just feed it any length of SQL statement.
Oh, yeah, you called it. SQL injection right there.
Thank you, Dr. Jerry Ozier and the Simply Cyber Daily Therapy for learning something every day.
Thanks, Jerry.
I don't know what's going to go on here. It looks like it's on Saturday tomorrow. They're going to have some interruptions, but I had to look up if CompTIA down because when I tried to log in, they wouldn't let me. So apparently they're having some kind of down status with something, or at least they did earlier. That's what it said when I looked.
Maybe they're
currently investigating an issue with CompTIA.org, which I couldn't log in. So I had to just go through the old browser and find the session and re-authenticate, and bam, here we are. So where we left off was domain 2, vulnerability management. Dude, what do you think of the animal sounds in the background? I heard a streamer that was doing that, playing Magic the Gathering, and like it would be really quiet, but you'd hear these animals, and I was like, I kind of like that. Like, it's quiet, it doesn't distract really, and then when it gets really quiet and there's crickets chirping, it's like, okay, it's really funny.
I feel like I'm on a jungle adventure.
Well, you're about to feel like that even more. You ready, dude?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. Get our mind back. I remember where we were. Let's do this, dude. Let's do this. Let's go here. It's just you and I anyways. So let's really take advantage of this little bit of time we got to study together and hang out together. You're not doing DEF CON, but you are doing Wild West, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm thinking I may end up driving like straight from Louisiana, like all the way up. I was looking at plane tickets and it was just
stupid
high.
Well, what about gas?
Well,
gas is.
That's true. Yeah, I did look before it got. Was it? I think it's almost $4 where we are. $3.75.
Okay, yeah.
Like yeah.
So whatever you want to do. If it ends up being cheaper for you just to fly straight to South Dakota, do what you got to do. I would love to drive, like have the road trip experience. But
yeah,
dude, it's like $600 cheaper than.
Yeah, I need to get a room squared away too, up there.
Oh yeah.
I keep forgetting to do that.
Let's do a little objective mapping here. We want to study basically lesson index. We're at domain 1. So 5.1. We're going to go 5. So it looks like 5.1, 5.2 in this learn section. Let's do that. Let's do 5.1, and then I can share again.
Yeah, I need to look at my pocket prep, see what domain the weakest in.
All right, so we understand a little bit about relationships and standards. Okay, blah, blah, blah. NIST. I feel pretty good on that. Kind of want to look at some of this stuff. Vulnerability scanning.
That's kind of your bread and butter right now, right? That's what you do a lot?
Yeah. A lot of... I'm trying to think... Because we missed a lot on this agentless. I don't use a lot of that terminology necessarily directly to the field. So a lot of what I do is we have an infrastructure team that goes and sets a lot of it, deploys a lot of that ahead of time. And then I get called in as the vulnerability management engineer to make sure. Then I get called in and I'll do a knowledge transfer session with that infrastructure engineer, usually in a lab environment. And he'll go, hey, here's your policies. This is how we do the patch management. because even though I'm over it, a lot of times the tools have a superseding admin who kind of does all the installation, loads the agents, and then I get a training, and then I'm over it, and I am the admin of it. And if I ever needed anything infrastructure wise, I could reach out to that person again. But don't do a ton of the setting up part unless there's an issue and I'm troubleshooting. So I'll
Right.
sit with the engineers that are setting it up. I make
Do
sure
you?
that the scans are running and that we can evaluate vulnerabilities and how they align with whatever the business is or whatever their posture is, right? Some people are like,
Right.
patch it tomorrow, patch it yesterday. Some people are like, hey, let's just document it. We already have so many compensating controls in place, whatever, right?
Right. That's a machine that's non-firewalls deep in our environment, and
Yeah.
so we're not, if they get to that, it's already bad enough.
So it's static analysis. We can understand a lot of this already. Device hardening, methods. Is this our PBQ, analyzing vulnerability scans? This content is only largeable on large screens. Please revisit on a large device. What do you think? I'm on my. Oh, I
You know,
see.
you need a Samsung Ultra Wide to view this document.
I know it can tell that. Oh, this is like a vulnerability scan thing. PBQ. Let's get back into the questions. You all right with that? I don't have a ton of time today.
Yeah, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, and it's doing the thing.
How's your kids? Did they got better? They're still sick?
Everybody's better for right now. We're holding steady.
Good.
We are
Very
holding
good.
steady. Okay, let's try this one again. A managed service, MSSP is deploying a sensor on a new client's network. The service level objectives, SLOs, discussed between the two parties would need to perform vulnerability scans that perform enumerating services and banner grabbing. These services directly interact with the devices and the software to identify vulnerabilities. Which method of vulnerability scanning would be the best to meet the goals arranged in the SLO? Agentless, agent, passive, or active?
I wish I remembered more of this.
They need to perform the scans
Yeah. I'm
and
gonna
banner
say
and
not
grabbing.
I'm gonna say not passive. I don't think it's passive.
If anybody's watching in chat and wants to answer it, we're here for you. Because it's like, these services directly interact. Active?
Yeah. That
Unsure. I'm
I
unsure
was
though.
yeah, I was leaning between agent and active were kind of the ones that I was bouncing between. I don't remember. I feel like I don't remember which one. There's a couple of these that's like just a subtle difference.
Yeah, well, that's all of CompTIA. And then you get in the real world
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, this is not. Oh. Well, we'll have to review it, but at least we know when we see the little guy and we understand. And I want to look at the.
The why.
Here we go.
After a recent audit demonstrated system vulnerabilities, an organization tasked a cybersecurity specialist with performing a vulnerability scan across their system. Okay. Which method should the specialist use for collecting data from endpoints across the network using the SSH protocol or the secure shell protocol?
Their system. Which method should the specialist use for collecting data from endpoints? Well, you would need it to
I think this would be agent.
agent because it needs to be credentialed, right? It needs to be a credentialed scan if you're going to be using SSH.
Yeah.
So whether
Well,
you're
and
using
one of these, like these two, I think it's between agent and agentless. But I think one of these uses SSH, utilizes SSH, and one of them doesn't. I think it's
gotcha.
I remember something like that. Let's see what we got.
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Let's learn. An information security manager is creating a compliance report that will include data on policies and procedures, audit results, employee training, and gap analysis. What is the company promising to follow? A, operations, B, regulatory requirements, C, sensitivity levels, or D, security baselines. That will include data on policies and procedures. Compliance report. Regulatory requirements?
Yeah, let's see. Audit results, employee training, gap analysis. When this company promising to follow. I was leaning more towards operations just because it includes employee training.
Yeah, but I think of employee training as a regulatory requirement,
That's true.
gap
Yeah.
analysis, and then when I see audit results.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Oh, it's either operations or regulatory requirements. I'm torn, honestly. Here, I got a coin. Heads is
Yeah.
operations. Heads is
Flip it.
operations. Tails is regulatory requirements.
Heads.
Tails.
Oh.
I'm gonna send it. Let's go.
Very
Well, that's
good.
kind of what we both thought. Anyways.
Yeah, very good.
We'll get it. All right, you get an active passive one.
I get a long one. The Business's Security Operations Center (SOC) is currently reevaluating the yearly budget. All right. They decided to use different alternatives, including reduced overhead spending and less intensive resources on the company's current systems. The SOC's final decision was to use a different scanning method that monitors and inspects the network traffic more thoroughly. What method of scanning best matches what the SOC has decided?
Reevaluate the yearly budget. They decided to use different alternatives, including reduced overhead spending and less intensive resources on the company's current systems. SOC found the use different scanning method that monitors and inspects the network traffic more thoroughly. Active scanning? It's either active or internal, right?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't think it would be internal. Well, so the reason I don't think it's either one of those is because it says it's trying to use less intensive resources. I would think those would use more.
Okay.
I was leaning more towards either passive or external. So we're just complete opposite.
Passive?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Let's go.
Very good.
We're getting somewhere. I can't wait
Yep,
to the
yep.
learn part, though, so we can kind of understand for sure why we're there. But I think we're on the same page. The security analyst is scheduling a vulnerability scan on several company critical systems. What process should the analyst consider for false positives, scan speeds, and system identification? What process should the analyst consider? Performance? Device fingerprinting?
Yeah, those are the two I was bouncing between. Scope performance.
System identification, though, that tells me device fingerprinting.
That was that little. They like to throw a little nugget in there that just makes you.
Let's go with that because I mean, logic says system identification. Device fingerprinting would.
Right.
That process would be like, all right, false positives. We know that this is actually a patch server, and then scan speeds. Before running it, you would know, okay, we've got a really old, slow system. I better not jack up, or whatever.
Yep.
I'm going to say I'm sure, even though I'm unsure, and let's send it. Performance. You're right.
We're both wrong. It was fuzzing.
It was? Oh.
No, I don't know. Just it's the one that we didn't.
Right? It's like the one that's not necessarily obvious. Dang, you get the long ones today, doggy.
Yeah, it's on my unlucky Friday. A SOC analyst is preparing a meeting with an upset client. The client protests that the vulnerability scans do not implement according to their change management procedures, causing a severe interruption in their critical systems performances. During the meeting, what process should the analyst focus on to ensure the service level or SLOs meet expectations? I'm going to go with scheduling.
I think so too. That's what we went with, right? I think this is a review question.
Yeah, they ran a scan and it caused a service interruption, a severe interruption.
I would
not a
go with
service interruption.
scheduling.
Yep. Core.
A security
No.
operations center is preparing a meeting with an upset client. Uh-oh. Client protests that the vulnerability scans did not implement according to their change management. Oh, change management procedures.
Maybe operations, or you
Yeah.
think?
Yep. It's probably operations.
All right. So, what was this question? Just real quick.
You're good.
MSSP security maintenance plan. Okay, this was one that we didn't do this one today. This was a different one.
No, we didn't. Oh no, you're right.
I don't think we did this
No,
one
you're
today.
right. We did not do this one today. Okay, well, it gives us the answer. It discusses this, right? Agent-based scans require the installation of software utilities to collect information from the endpoint and pass it on to the vulnerability scanner. Agentless scans can be the simplest to implement, as the scanner collects information from endpoints using protocols such as SSH, Windows WMI, or SNMP without using dedicated software. Okay, agentless. I'm going to think agentless, endpoints, SSH, WMI, SNMP, no software.
I'm gonna think agentless is command line and agent is GUI.
Yeah, I can. Okay, yeah.
So like you could install an agent over the command line, but like I'm thinking if I would see an agent physically I would be looking at the server to check in on the agent, maybe.
Sure.
I don't know. It makes sense in my head.
Yep.
So I think the one that we got wrong.
Active scanning includes using a vulnerability scanner, enumerating services, performing banner grabbing. So active, remember that banner grabbing, content enumeration?
Yep.
Okay. Passive scanning describes ways to identify vulnerabilities without directly interacting. So a packet capture just captures the packet. We're not actually interacting with anything. I think I'll feel a lot more confident on these ones now. Right?
Yeah, I just need to memorize a couple of differences between these.
Like a couple keywords or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, like SSH is agentless because they keep putting SSH specifically in there, or like the banner grabbing.
Yep. Okay. Performance. Okay, that makes sense. I don't need to really.
Yep. What does it specify? Is the reason the effort taken to identify is device fingerprinting? Okay.
Well, what process should the analyst consider for false positive scan speeds and system IDs? What you need to know when performing vulnerability. Operations focus more on change management procedures to ensure all impacted parties are aware of the scanning activity. Okay, yep. Device fingerprinting describes the effort taken to identify details about a device more precisely. While map or discovery scan looks for connected devices, a fingerprint scan focuses attention to the individual device. I'll need to kind of read these ones again too, I feel like. You were right, scheduling.
Yep. I was.
Operations focus on the change management. Yep. Which is what that was it right there. We said that too. So
yep.
Okay. After a recent audit demonstrated system vulnerabilities, an organization tasked with a cybersecurity specialist with forming which methods should the specialist use for collecting data from endpoints using the SSH protocol? We now know it should. I know why now. So we learned.
Yep.
We're learning.
Yep.
Okay, I won't get tripped up on those anymore. We set active. This is the banner grabbing. Remember, enumerating services directly interact. These services directly interact. Remember, active directly interacts with the software or with the service. Agent is a piece that is an additional piece of software that needs to be added on. Agentless is no software. Think command line protocols, and then active and passive. So. Scheduling, right?
We picked scheduling. It's operations.
Oh, yes.
Change management procedures.
Yep.
You almost did it again.
I know, dude.
Let's see. I'm just gonna skim it and look for keywords. Maintenance deployment protection. Vulnerability scanning as we come. It's due to testing, maintenance, deployment, and protection of the new attack vectors.
I would think it's either active or agent based.
Testing, maintenance, deployment, and protection. Of course, I'm trying to key in on keywords, and it doesn't use any keywords.
Nope, that was the one. Once you said that, I was like, uh-oh. Oh, dude. I'm going to go with agent-based.
Yeah, I was thinking either that or active, but let's just send it agent, and then it'll tell us why or not.
Let's go.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So I guess agent would be more in-depth.
I think so. Oh, yeah. Remember, it's it's an additional piece of software on the device. So agent-based, you get really in-depth scans because it isn't just seeing the device, it is on the device. It knows, you can tap into some of those things, I think. After a recent audit demonstrated by which method should the specialist use for collecting protocol SSH?
Oh, yep. Agentless, yep.
The Business Security Operations Center is currently reevaluating its yearly budget. They decided to use different alternatives, including reduced overhead spending and less intensive resources on the company's current systems. The SOC's final decision was to use a different scanning method that monitors, inspects, and network traffic more thoroughly. What method matches with what the SOC has decided? I'm thinking passive, right? Awesome. Because we're monitoring the traffic, which is what we said was a packet capture monitoring tool was the example.
Yeah, they're using a mirrored port, grabbing a PCAP, using Wireshark to.
Right.
Yep.
So I love that kind of stuff. That's I love old school networking, like just the bare bones. That's the fun stuff there. So we agreed that we're going with passive, correct?
Yep, passive.
Let's go. Yes. I'm feeling way more confident on these now. Remember, enumerating services, banner grabbing, and directly interact here. So we see directly interact. We know that's agent-based. No, not agent-based. Active. Active.
Yay.
You and I remember doing this one with you. This is a review one for us.
Yep. Security analyst scheduling a vulnerability scan on several critical systems, which the performance is not necessarily considered. Scan. Which of these performances does the analyst need to consider that could impact the scans? Scan speed, system identification, and false positives.
Let's go. Let's go. Right? Let's go. Look at these green lines up here.
It's good. Looks good.
Security analyst is scheduling a vulnerability scan on several company critical systems. What process should the analyst consider for false positives, scan speeds, and system identification? What do we put? System identification. We put device fingerprinting, and it should have been performance.
Yes, that is correct. I'm gonna leave my shirt on though.
Right, leave it on this time. All right, so it's all you, dude.
Yeah, the long ones again. Companies contracted an MSSP to implement new vulnerability scanning methods across the company's endpoints. Cool. The reason for needing additional security efforts is due to testing, maintenance, deployment, and protection of the new attack vectors that this method has associated with it, which vulnerability scanning method is company agent based.
Okay, why is that?
Because it's a more in-depth scan and provides better information than the other one than agentless does.
Oh no! Oh, I
You
don't know
picked the
why
wrong one.
I did that, dude.
Oh,
Change management operations. Now I'm annoyed.
oh man.
Thank you.
Yep, I clicked the wrong button. Appreciate that.
Agent, right?
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
Uh,
Same question, right? Yes. This is the making sure we got it. And there's our banner. It's like hacking. It's like the reverse. It's like the cheesy, like, okay, but there's our flag. We got it. Yeah, no sound though, which is a big fat bummer. Look at, we really needed help on those agentless.
yeah, yeah. Which is it's kind of funny because I feel like in the real world, nobody's gonna be like, "Hey, bro, is that agentless?" They're just
No,
gonna be
I'm
like,
like, I get the email, hey, the agents have been installed, or hey, here's the dashboard, and then I go, whatever.
right. Or you get told, okay, cool, we're gonna just set up some SNMP traps and we're just gonna pull it that way. You just have to know that that's an agentless way of doing it, I guess.
Right. Let's can I dismiss this bullshit or bullcrap? Sorry, Kennedy. I don't think Kennedy watches anymore. Given a scenario, analyze. All right, we're gonna look at some vulnerability assessment tools for a little bit, and I do got to run gymnastics night for the kiddos. And man, I went to the gym, so I'm hungry.
Chicken and broccoli and rice.
Dude, I don't know what we're doing. I've got the kids solo for gymnastics, so probably a Southwest salad from Chick-fil-A.
I was gonna say fajitas, so that's close.
We had fajitas last night, dude.
Oh, okay. All
yeah,
right.
man. Yeah, man.
So I'm just gonna throw this out there. If you get the 25 count grilled nuggets, it's like $25, but it's like 99 grams of protein.
Bro, you better believe we do that. I usually get one and split it, or get one each. Well, I get one, and then I'll split with my wife, and then I'll get the Southwest chicken salad on top of that because the Southwest like creamy salsa dressing is so good, dude.
It's
so good. I'm like getting myself. I'm like, I'm looking forward to the reward because I'm taking the kids solo to gymnastics, which means drop one off, sit in class with them while the other one annoys people, and then go to that one's class while I watch the little one do the same thing in reverse. So here we go, dude. What the heck?
Where can a security analyst go on the Arachne web server?
I thought CompTIA was a vendor agnostic, dude.
Yeah,
I've never used Arachne in my entire life. Have you?
I've never heard of it.
Let's do hold on a second here, dude. Maybe we just pivot off of a different cert since we haven't bought the cert yet. Have you paid for yours?
Nope, not yet.
This is some bullshit. I would rather almost just do a Microsoft cert.
Yeah, I've been thinking about pivoting and just doing the SC200 because that's the security analyst. It's the SOC analyst Microsoft cert.
Do you want to? We don't have a ton of students, and we're just doing this for me and you and for content and for fun. We can pivot and say, you know what? I don't really stand for what CompTIA stands for. To be honest with you, I'm kind of pissed off at them.
It's PE. So if I'm gonna support a company that's, making millions, it might as well be Microsoft because they're like it's the one I use the most. Between 365 and Windows Server and Windows OS.
Right. So,
we could do. So they have the SC900, which is like the baseline security.
Sure.
And then you have SC200, I think, then 300, and then you go up from there. The higher the number, the harder it is. But the SC200 will automatically re-up your Sec Plus too.
Well, my Sec Plus expired a couple days ago.
Shame.
But it's like, I get it now. I'm like, I don't want to pay to get this. You know what I mean? It's like I
Well,
work at the end. It's like this is so
yeah.
dumb.
Well,
I get
Microsoft
why
Learn is free too, so like we
it
could
is
do that.
free.
And
I
I
actually
think it's
got
got
really.
labs.
If I
Yeah,
was, I got honestly, I got pretty far in Microsoft's Learns. So I've not enough. Well, that's what I think we should. Let's pivot to that official decision. I'm done with Cyza Plus.
yeah, we
It's
could do
not
that.
teaching me anything. It's like I hate the freaking questions.
You just gotta
CompTIA,
memorize it. There's a lot of
yeah,
memorization.
yeah. Let's
Um,
pivot. Official decision. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this we're gonna wrap up the stream. Have some internal conversations. Thanks for joining Slay Cert Plus. We're probably gonna migrate into some Microsoft and away from CompTIA. We'll see kind of how this goes. We'll have some talks about it. All right, if you catch us on Team Replay,